And welcome back to 3 News at 6 this morning. It is your Sunday morning, and take a live look right now what's happening outside. These are current conditions along I-77 South. Our crews are near Brecksville.
Yeah, there are people on the road right now. We want to remind you to take things slow, not that slow, not frozen.
Not frozen.
Right? That's obviously technical difficulties.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I mean, it goes to show you never know what you're going to run into here this morning. As we have tag team weather here this morning.
Yes, we do. We have Matt and Anthony here today because that's how serious it is today. This is major.
Yeah, it's not a blizzard, right? Not the storm back in 78. It's going to bring us a lot of snow, though, and that's the thing, is we're all going to get a lot of snow, a wide area of snow, persistent snow, and this is going to be tough to remove and kind of clear things up. All right, so let's dive into the forecast. We've got weather impact alerts all day today. We've been talking about this all week, and all-day steady snow. It's going to ebb and flow in terms of that intensity, but overall, we're expecting an uptick. Anthony's got more on that. That uptick is coming in here with heavier snow over the next couple hours. You'll see that change. Live shot, 271, 422 split, snow-covered highways there as well. We're at 11 degrees. This is a cold snowstorm. Temperatures are that cold, and as a result, we don't have a ton of moisture in the air, so these snowflakes are very fine and powdery. They do blow around easy, and we do have a bit of a breeze out there. It's not as gusty as it could be in a winter storm, but overall, we do have a little bit of blowing and drifting snow going on. And in terms of the radar, everyone's getting snow right now. Where you see the darker shades of blue, that's obviously where we have the heavier stuff downtown. It's just fairly light right now, but it's persistent. That snow stretches down into Akron at that intensity as well. But then you notice down towards our south and the west, some heavier snow moving into Ashland right now, with the heaviest snow coming down at 1 inch an hour at times in that dark blue just south of New Philly, going through southern areas of Carroll County. 2,000 miles of winter storm warnings. This thing is so impactful. This is the biggest reach in terms of population in 18 years for a winter storm, just to put it into perspective. And you can see this storm has a lot of moisture with it. For us specifically, though, we've got about 800 more miles of snow to deal with, stretching from here back towards Oklahoma. So yes, it's going to snow all day. Let's talk more about what that snow looks like as we go throughout the day, and toss it over to Anthony.
Yeah, we've been talking about this all-day snow event, and it seems likely, as you was mentioning, 800 miles to go. Here's your National Design Bar hourly forecast. I just want to talk about the short range because we've been reporting light snow from Hopkins since around midnight. So the snow, the onset of it, has started a little bit sooner. So we expect this snow to really pick up in intensity, especially from south to north as we head between the hours of now and 9 o'clock. So it's going to be a gradual uptick from south to north as we go throughout the morning. Moderate to heavy snow will continue throughout the late morning right into the early afternoon. Here's midday. Everyone's seeing some moderate to heavy snow. But again, where you see those deeper blues, that's indicating those higher snowfall rates as we go throughout the early afternoon. Here's the early evening approaching sunset. The snow is still going. It's not going to be a steady heavy snow. We're going to have some areas of lighter snow as we go throughout the late afternoon into the early evening. So let's break things down. Here's 9 o'clock, a 2 to 3 inch snow, possibly 4 inches down to the south, and those heavier snow bands really going to stack up the snow by the time we get closer to midday, potentially 4 to 6 inches from north to south, and more snow to come. We'll have more details on that coming up. Matt?
Yeah, and Anthony, those amounts you're showing are additional in addition to what we have already. And so, yeah, another half a foot or so by this afternoon. That should be pretty easy to come by. In terms of traffic, obviously it's slow outside. We're keeping our eye out for any accidents that'll slow you down this morning. Right now, it's just the snow that's slowing everyone down, and that will continue to ramp up here as those roads become a lot harder to travel and navigate here as we go throughout the afternoon. More updates to come. Danita?
All right, thank you, Matt. Well, this morning, Ohio is under a state of emergency as this winter storm moves through.
Yeah, Candace Hare joins us now live from downtown Cleveland with the latest. Candace, what are you seeing now?
Good morning, Dave and Danita. You talked about that state of emergency that was put in place by Governor DeWine ahead of the storm, and that much in part to make sure that if the state needs supplies to help protect Ohioans, that it's easier for them to do that. And it's because of this, right? Because of the weather we're seeing out here. If you come over here with me, Sam, you can see I really want to give credit to folks who are out here this early working, people out here plowing, people have been out here salting, scraping, whatever you need to do here downtown outside of Key Tower, that has been happening despite this early hour of the morning. And it certainly makes a difference. If we take a look down here low, you can see, even though we've been getting that snow, you can see the sidewalk down here. So doing what they can before things get worse, that's what's going to make the difference at this point in time. And I will say, it doesn't mean that you want to be out here. It is cold. That snow is persistent. That's a word we've been hearing all morning from Matt and from Anthony. And it seems like that is certainly going to be the case as we're continuing through. So certainly not saying you want to come here and be downtown right now, but it's a positive that we are seeing the city really ahead of things and seeing all these workers out here. You have to feel for them. It is cold out here, but certainly everybody doing their part, doing what they can to make things as good as they possibly can be at this point in time. Back to you.
Definitely, Candace, trying to keep everyone safe. Thank you. Also on the roads this morning, our Kristen Moran, who's tracking conditions in our more southern communities this morning as the snow begins to ramp up. So, Kristen, how are things looking right now, and where are you?
Hey, Danita. So we are heading south right now toward Akron on I-77, and you can see the roads right now. I mean, it's just covered in snow, and it's definitely passable, but as ODOT says, it's not going to be perfect. You can see even the car ahead of us, we're taking it very slow as we're making our way down. I did speak with ODOT, and in District 12, which covers Lake Geauga and Cuyahoga counties, there will be 60 to 70 trucks plowing, and then just across Northeast Ohio, it's 250 to 275 trucks out there. We've seen a lot of plow trucks on our way down from downtown towards Akron right now, and all those crews are working hard. Remember, they're working 12-hour shifts around the clocks overnight throughout this weekend. They have been salting starting last night, and they will continue that into tomorrow morning. But again, if you are going to have to be on the road, if you have to travel, just make sure to take it slow, and especially if you do see those plows, be very careful around them as well. Give yourself some space between your car and the plow, because of course just so far in this winter season we've seen 34 crashes across the state. So again, if you see those plows, give them time. We thank them for what they're doing. Let them do their job, Danita.
You're right about that, Kristen. Let them do their job and give them the room to do so. And if you do plan to hit the road at some point during this winter storm, or you typically park on the street, we got to let you know parking bans have been issued in several cities across Northeast Ohio. And this includes Cleveland, Cuyahoga Falls, Elyria, and Lorain County, just to name a few. In Akron, parking bans do not start until tomorrow morning at 7.
All right, we want you to stay with us here this morning as we are tracking this storm all morning long.
Yeah, and Anthony, you've been pretty busy in the Weather Center this morning.
Yeah, just light snow for much of Northeast Ohio, but everyone will be seeing an uptick of the heavier snow bands. We're looking at some real heavy snow rolling in as we get closer to late morning into the early afternoon.